Hello, and welcome to the Mostly Good Americans podcast. I am your host, Graham, with my co-host,
Azerwind.
And today we have with us our very special guest,
ETHEPROPHET, Elijah. Hello.
So this is actually a funny, because this is our first re-record
Yeah.
episode.
Redo.
Yeah. But he is a good friend of the podcast and the company and myself and Nick. We have known E for a couple years now. It's been
old head.
I was at least 5 or 6 years now, probably, which is kind of kind of crazy.
Yeah, low key.
But for those of our audience who don't know, what is it that you do?
The most. Apparently the fucking most.
Yeah. My best.
I'm just trying. Yeah, I like that one more. I do music. I do art. I'm writing some shit. I'm trying to direct some shit, film some shit. I have a brand, So Happy I Could Cry. Small little plug.
It's show off the hat, show off the hat.
Yeah, I make hats.
You put the hat on top of the succulent.
I could, but I got
the hat right here.
He doesn't want to take
the
off
hair's
the hat.
The hair's kind of rough.
He had the hat on. You can't do this to my boy.
I got the scruffy hair. I just woke up late today, but so happy I could cry, amongst other things. So yeah, shit.
Sorry, the brews got me burping.
No,
but
shout out to the gluten-free beer.
Yeah, shout out this gluten-free beer. But diving into the first thing you said, music. So you've been making music for a long time.
Yeah.
It's you've done quite a bit in this area as far as shows and that kind of.
Yeah,
do you want to
just? Do that,
do you want to talk about?
I did.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about kind of the early days coming up in back when we were just 2015, 2016, 2017 era?
Yeah, I mean, it's not in hindsight I was a kid, but as an adult it's definitely, you look back and you're like, damn, that shit was kind of cringy. I'm not gonna lie.
No, not cringy.
The way I carried myself back then, just knowing in my own mind, you know what I mean? I was it was peak SoundCloud era.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? 5,000 plays meant the entire world back then. So it's you get 5,000 plays, bro, it's a wrap. Your head's big as fuck back then, you know what I'm saying? I was 16, 17. So it was definitely interesting to, it was the pay to perform era as well. So
it's still like that.
It's still like that here?
That's why I'll never perform for you niggas, because I'll never pay you guys to do some shit like that.
You're paying me to perform.
Yeah. 100%. Now it's I don't even need to be paid, because I don't, you know what I mean? If I fuck with y'all, we'll do the show. But it would be nice to get paid, you know what I'm saying? But I'm just happy to be here at this point. But definitely back then, I remember paying for a couple shows, and the opportunities were great, you know what I mean? But it's still something I'm not greatly proud of, you know what I mean? But I am proud of the shows I turned down, you know what I mean? Before the snitching allegations, Mr. Tekashi 6ix9ine, I said no.
Yeah.
Pre Tekashi 6ix9ine.
What, you were gonna be on a Tekashi set?
Bro, so mans came to Miami. It was during the early 6ix9ines, Gummo dropped or some shit.
When he was just blowing up.
Yeah, people in my group listened to him back then, and it wasn't an issue, you know what I'm saying? But for some reason, I was just not rocking with that man. Not to say I had a feeling or anything, because I didn't fucking know, bro.
Yeah, but you were just
it was just weird.
Rainbow hair,
bro. He was moving weird, bro. He was just moving mad weird. So I was nah, I'm not doing that shit. And then they were like, why not? That's a great opportunity. I'm like, man, fuck that shit. I'm not driving to Miami just to go to 6ix9ine show, bro. No. And after that was kind of when I started to kind of taper off in the performing scene here, and I would do the odd show every now and then, but I kind of chilled out.
You dropped a lot of projects though.
Yeah, I was always consistent, and to be completely honest, my type of music wasn't really being booked at the time, so I started trying to make weirder shit because I didn't like that scene.
Well, it was always very off the beaten path. I think the first project I listened to you from was either GTG or FTW.
It probably would have been, no, it was FTW. We talked about it.
Yeah, it was FTW. Oh my God, I got to go back and listen to that now.
What was that song called? You know what I'm talking about.
I know exactly what
because you
song it
texted
is.
me about it, and you're like, "This is art, bro. You're
this
doing
one
great
really,
now."
I was like, this one really hurt so bad.
Yeah, that was a good era.
I was like, yeah, his music is very introspective, but kind of going back to the album names, most of them are all like these like 3-letter like kind of text analogy.
Yeah.
Kind of. It was that on purpose? Was that something that just kind of developed?
Yeah.
Where'd that come from?
Honestly, bro, I really couldn't tell you, but at the time, bro, I was just trying to be super mysterious.
Right.
So like, I was like purposefully trying to be Mr. Mysterious. So like that first girl broke my heart. You know who we're talking about?
Yeah.
And that's how me and Graham became friends.
Yeah.
Funnily enough, shout outs to you.
I was gonna say fuck that bitch, but okay.
Yeah, we did. I mean, no. But during that era, I was just trying to like hide shit in my music because I was like, oh, I hope she hears it, bro. And I was like, bro, that's so corny, bro.
I mean,
It's not really corny. I mean, a lot of
Yeah.
people. I mean, some of the greatest music is heartbreak music, Eli.
Bro, that's all my music is right now. But it's like it's different. I'm making it like with different intention. But back then it was like, oh, bro, she gonna hear this and think about this or blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
But, see the acronyms, bro. So FTW is because I was like, oh man, fuck this shit. So I was like, oh, fuck the world, bro. So I'm like, oh, that's cool. Like, and it's like, you know, tech savvy, whatever.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
Because I always perceived it as for the win.
I thought it was for the win.
Interesting. So here's the thing. The official title was For the World from the Weight. Being like super deep. You know what I mean? Like, oh, from the weight. And then, yeah, you know. But then I was like, nah, it's fuck the world, bro. And then for the win, actually, we can backtrack.
I was like, I just thought it was like.
Yeah, it's for the win. Because it's such a great project. And But so it just kind of stuck after that because I like doing things. Shout outs to The Weeknd and trilogies, you know what I mean? When I was a kid and he dropped House of Balloons Thursday, Echoes of Silence, that shit blew my mind that like 3 different projects could like call back to each other like that and tell 3 different stories, 3 different worlds, but it's one big world. So I like doing things in 3s because it gives you like kind of room to play around and experiment.
Yeah, like go back to an idea that you had or something that kind of expound on things, especially as you get more experience.
100%.
It's like, and you've had a lot of experiences very recently that we are gonna dive into. I have to run outside real quick.
Graham's
Nick, please continue asking Mr. Eli questions.
No worries. So trilogies, fucking projects, performance. I did a show. I did like one headlining show.
Yeah.
That was really fun. Did you come to that?
I think maybe I did, but I don't think so. Probably not, because I wasn't.
We weren't really tapped in.
We weren't really like tapped in at that point,
We
so
had
I
like
don't think
linked.
so.
I think. Anywho, but
If
yeah.
we did, it was like at like another one of the underground shows because we had both been like going to those.
And it was
types of
funny
shows.
because you and I were both getting booked like quite frequently at the time, but we always were on different. You know what I mean? Like we were never on the same.
It was different times.
And it might have just been like we had different promoters that we had that we were friends with. Maybe I don't.
Different era, different time. I feel like now
we're doing the shows and shit.
Now the market's very saturated, and anybody can just open up BandLab on their phone and be like, how much is she making me?
Bro, I was on BandLab in the airport the other day, bro. Like even I do demos on BandLab when I'm on the road.
Niggas is I fuck with BandLab too, bro. Like
Yeah,
Lil Tyler, he came up off of BandLab.
Yeah, bro,
you
no
know what
disrespect.
I mean?
I realized
That's just hard as hell, bro.
It is, dude. Like when you're on the move and you're traveling and shit, like as I have been, it's like mad convenient because I do bring my interface and my backpack and everything. But when I was just out in Denver, I had just like a paper towel roll to use as a microphone stand. So I just had like my homie's coffee table and I just had that shit set up. And it's like you don't need a studio to make good demos. But like at least for me, I realized like I was kind of acid engineering. Like I had to admit that, and I've been in the studio now. Shout outs to Nick Joseph and Bleach House and all of them guys and Roxy. You know them guys.
Yeah, right? I've met them a few times. I've been to Bleach House, but I haven't been to Roxy's. Dude,
definitely, yeah. That's Roxy. Oh, yeah. So it's Nick's an engineer there. Roxy's an engineer there.
There was a black guy. I think his name was Terrell. That was an engineer when I was there.
Probably. I'd just be tapping in with Nick, to be honest. Yeah. It's funny. Like I have like 3 Nicks in my circle, and it's like rock wheel. You know,
Nick. But so what are you working on music wise now? You know, what are your current musical avenues or projects?
Yeah, we're on some different shit right now. You know, last time I was on the podcast, I didn't really have shit to talk about, so that's kind of. So when I was on my travels, the spark was sparked again, you know what I'm saying? Out in December when I was going through that shit in Denver. I didn't have my studio or anything with me. I just had just the mic and the interface. So I had that shit in a sock like the old days, you know what I mean? Like, y'all remember?
My mic in the sock for a long time.
Mic in the sock.
Mic in the sock.
Only real guys know about putting the mic in the sock.
Y'all know about the sock mic. They know. If you know, you know.
If you're 15 years old and have a Yeti blue,
It's over.
yeah, a Yeti blue snowball.
My little brother right now.
Yeah, he's on it.
Yeah, he's like, but he's not like rapping. He just has a blue Yeti.
I respect it.
He makes beats.
Yeah, that was one of the first shits I had. Me and the boys had the. No, we didn't have a blue Yeti. We had the cheap, whatever it was, just like stick mic, like a Shure mic off Amazon, the little $15, $20.
Yeah.
Then we had the Icicle. Y'all remember the Icicle?
I remember the Icicle. I remember using the Icicle at your house.
Yes, because I brought that shit everywhere.
Yeah.
Bro, the Icicle was fire. Bring that shit back. So they discontinued it.
No.
Yes,
Yeah.
and it's like $90 now for resale, and
What?
mine broke. So I had to finally bite the bullet and get a big boy interface and stuff.
Yeah, I was like, that was me when I got this mic. Like,
Yeah, I noticed. I peeped your drip, by the way, today
it
when I
was
sat
it
down.
was a big difference.
Yeah.
But going back to what you were saying, you
Yeah.
were in Denver.
Yeah.
The spark got reignited. All you
yes.
had was blue.
Yeah,
Yeti
it was so cool because it was like I was back to the early days, and it kind of felt like I was starting from nothing again. Because I really was starting from nothing again. Like I
Yeah.
lost all my fucking money, the crib, the car, it all. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, bro, this kind of feels like I'm on like a new arc right now or something. And I just like I need to talk my shit, I guess. Or it was more so about like I need to make something good out of like this situation because
yeah,
it's
as
like
shitty as this is, it can't be this shitty.
no,
like,
dude. Like,
yeah.
and it was like my throat had just healed from the surgery, so like that was another reason I hadn't been making fucking
Well, the
music,
viewers don't know about that. Do you want to
Yeah.
tell them what happened?
bro. A bunch of bullshit happened. So we could talk about the fridge too, bro, because that'll be.
I don't think I even know.
I don't
what
know about the fridge.
means.
Check me out. I was working at Bleep, and a fucking fridge fell on me.
What?
Insert the fucking clip of that kid at Lowe's where the shit is falling. He's like, ah, you know what I'm talking
Oh
about?
yeah, and they're like,
Right here. I don't
Yeah.
know if you guys could pop it up or not, but we'll see, man. Boop.
Fridge.
we'll find the clip.
Anywho, yeah,
Anyway.
we'll find the clip. So that happened. Fucked my back up. Whatever. Couple weeks later, bro, my throat just closed up out of nowhere. We don't know why. Like we think it's because like I low key I tried to vape again. You know what I mean? Like I was off vaping since high school. I tapped a little vapey. You know what I mean? I was out. You know, and you know how
You
those.
think hitting the vape one time closed your shit up?
It's either the vape or the girl, bro. And you know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Or it could have been stress related.
You know what? I didn't even consider that.
Because that happens.
I didn't
You
like.
can-
I didn't even consider it because the hospital said like they were like you can keep smoking weed, like that's not the issue. So I was like, all right.
I think it was a stress related thing.
It could have been a combination, bro. Because it's like really
Bro.
and truly, I don't.
You
know.
literally picked your whole life up,
Yeah.
put it in a bag,
Yeah.
sold all your shit, and then moved to a different state.
That shit was good.
It's pretty stressful.
In weeks, bro. Like days and weeks, bro.
Yeah.
So like that shit was fucked. So yeah, my throat closed. I had to get surgery. No, I went out. My throat closed. I signed myself out of the hospital because I was like, man, fuck the hospital. This shit's too expensive. Blah blah blah. Signed myself out. Then I went out with you guys for my going away party.
Oh, I was. Yeah, I remember that.
I was talking like this. I don't know. You don't remember.
I wasn't that bad.
Right, bro. It got that bad, yeah. So fucking Kano had me take a shot of tequila, and I'm like, bro, like that's not good. And he's like, no, it'll clean your throat. So I was like, say less. So I'm taking tequila shots. I ended up in the hospital again.
Spanish guys be like,
yeah, they had to do fucking surgery. So I was like, damn. And then the next morning, I was
what was
on
the
a flight.
surgery? What did they do?
Bro, I don't know.
I don't know.
Bro, they said
What do you mean you don't know?
Bro.
The hospital just performed a random ass
low
surgery
key,
on
bro, low key.
They were like, we just gonna open that bitch back up. That's
Oh,
like,
yeah, that's essentially, bro. And I was out of it because they had me so drugged up over the couple days I was in the fucking hospital. They were like, you gotta wait for the ENT to come. Like, you'll be good. Don't worry. Like, so anywho, they got me fucked up for like 3 days in this bed, bro. You know. Anywho,
You got abducted by an alien or something.
I got
man.
abducted by fucking Satan, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? The devil's close. That's what they say.
yeah,
Uh, So anywho, so they performed this fucking throat surgery. They tell me my tonsils grew back because they cut my tonsils out when I was legit, and they grew back apparently.
That can happen.
I didn't know. I got my shit out when I was like 19, and they better not grow
Dude,
back.
the tonsil
Bro,
demon came.
That
through.
shit was fuck. The tonsil. They said you need to slow your. God said sit your ass down and don't do this bullshit right now. And I was like, nah, bro, this shit's fine. Don't worry.
Yeah.
So they did the surgery. They left my tonsils. So they just cut the infection out of my throat, basically, like infected tissue. So then they cauterized that shit. So I had these big burn holes on the inside of my throat.
Oh, I know how that feels. Yeah.
So it was like scratchy. So I had to take these big ass pills every day, multiple times a day to fight this infection. Bro, shit was so ass, and I can't take pills for my life. So I was every day.
Did they?
Gagging.
Did
Or you
they?
could crush them up and then put them in like a
No.
water.
They said,
No, you can't, certain things you
no,
can't.
not
can't
for
do
that.
that.
Apparently,
Yeah.
apparently, because that's what sent me back to the hospital because I couldn't take pills, so I crushed them, and they're like, "No, you
have to take the whole pill, Eli.
have to choking on that shit." Pause. Yes.
What, did they give you like perks or anything? They didn't give you no kind of
So
painkiller?
check me out.
Percocet.
Percocet. Check me out, bro. At the time, I was being Mr. No, I don't want to get addicted. I lost too many friends to this shit. So I wasn't taking shit. But it turns out they were drugging me in secret through the fucking shit. So they were giving me stronger shit through the IV. So when I signed myself out and I was looking through my shit, they're like, we gave you. And I was like,
You can say it. I mean, they're not.
Bro.
It's not illegal to say what.
There's fentanyl.
I'm gatekeeping my hospital, man.
They have fentanyl and morphine and
I
shit.
think they did give me, bro, and it's like, that shit's not a flex, but I'm just like, shit was fucked. I was mad because I was like, bro, why are you giving me shit? Like, I was fine. I just need some Tylenol, but.
Boy, you
Nah,
knew that if you had
nah.
not taken that shit, your ass would have been in some pain,
Bro, I was
Don't even
ringing the
lie.
button. I'm not even capping.
Yeah, come on, bro.
Like, my ex and my mom left, and I was like, yo, I need the fucking Xan. I need the morphine. Give me the perk. Bro, this shit's fucked. So yeah, that shit was really bad. And then I was talking like this all the time when I moved. So then I was in Denver the next day. So I got discharged from the hospital.
And then you moved to Denver the
Bro,
next
shit
day.
was so fucked up, bro. So I got home, I was like so drugged up, and I had to pack my shit.
Oh my God.
And I was like, no, I just started crying. And I'm like, bro, I'm not trying to do this shit right now. My girl was like, no, here you go. She packed my bag and she's like, I'll see you, bro. So anywho, she did not see me. And so I slid out there. I had a good job. I was trucking in the mountains. Shout outs to that. Seeing some deers and snow. And,
That's a crazy ass life.
bro, I had never driven in snow before. And I had
was
never
that?
seen a mountain before.
So you just were
I
like,
sent that shit.
you're like, I've never done either of these things. Let me combine them and make a fucking living out of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I made it though. I passed that exam. You know what I'm saying? I
Hell
passed
yeah.
the trucking exam. That shit was crazy. So I did that shit. Bitches ain't shit. You know how it goes.
Yeah.
And I had to buy myself out of my lease, and I had to sell the car that I bought and all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
Packed all my shit, gave it to my boy. Shout outs to Matthew George. Tweet Matt Geo.
Thank you, Matt.
Chinappa's gang, you know. So me and him go. You remember Matthew from Bach.
I think so. From Bob, I was just
Yes,
gonna say from middle
yes.
school. Yeah,
So,
I don't remember what he looks
was-
like now. I haven't seen him since then, but
He's cute as fuck, bro. He's cute as fuck. No,
Big shout outs to Matt.
Shout outs to the homies, bro. He was like, bro, stay in Denver, be with the boys, blah, 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 blah. You guys were like, bro, come back. Fuck Denver, bro. Tap in with the mostly good Americans. I'm like, I don't know what to do, blah, blah, blah. So I gave him my shit. I shipped all her shit back to her because I'm like, you know, I'm not going to be an asshole and throw your shit away. Like, I'm not a dick.
should have thrown it away.
I would have done
Everybody,
that.
bro. If you watch this, bro, everybody told me to be toxic as fuck with her shit. Everybody, bro. Everybody.
Even your mom?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
Not my mom, but like, I was like, you know what I mean, family member. You know, like they were like, bro, fuck that bitch, bro. And I was like,
I would have pawned that shit,
bro, even my
instantly.
bro, my therapist was like, low key, bro, I wouldn't have blamed you. I'm like, bro, you gotta agree with me, therapist.
No, bro, the therapist was like, bro, you should have pawned that.
Bro,
But
I'm like, don't
but
enable me, bro.
You did a valiant thing.
No, I was like, you're a better man than me because I would have fucking sold that bitch's shit.
Anywho.
Pawn, Goodwill, Salvation Army, the homeless guy, and just, hey, you want a new bra? Here, take it. Boom.
Hey, shout out, bro. Shorty left the books though. I gave them away to like some kid on Reddit. because I was like, I don't read, no disrespect, I don't read Attack on Titan. Like, no disrespect, I'm a Full Metal Alchemist guy. I hopped up on Reddit. I'm like, bro, I'm not giving her the Attack on Titan back. You know what I mean? You took everything.
You took everything from me. I'm keeping the manga.
The Attack on Titan's mine. You know what I mean?
I gotta get my boy from my side really quick, so it's your turn to.
Yeah, bro. I love the do. You know what I mean?
Hey,
I'm with it. It's keeping me on my toes. So I gave away these manga to this girl on Reddit. She was very grateful, so they went to a good place. I had to sell a bunch of my records and autographs and shit. Shout outs to the okay, we're just gonna do it really. Do you mind?
Shout outs
to the Alchemist. Shout outs to Earl Sweatshirt. Shout outs to Boldy James. Shout outs to Malcolm McCormick. And shout outs to Gus Lil Peep, because they actually saved my ass when I was in Denver with all the fucking autographs I had.
Oh yeah, you told me about this, which is, it sucks that this had to happen, but
bro.
It is kind of clutch. But
saved my life.
Yeah,
bro.
but say
like, honestly,
say what happened though, because they don't know.
Bro,
I know.
So yeah, I gotta give credit, bro. So I had met Alk and Earl in Atlanta twice, like 2 separate times. And over the course of those things, they signed like all these fucking records for me, and I had them in my studio and I had them all framed on the wall. And when I had met Mac, he signed some shit for me, and I had that on the wall, of course. Peep, you know, R.I.P. to all these goats, bro. Like, I know it's fucked up, bro. So anywho, I'm in Denver, bro, and like my ex was not fucking helping with like our apartment. I was like, bro, I was fronting all this bread. I was like, bro, I don't got it like that. Like, I'm not him like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. But I was trying to do the right thing by her. So I was like, for sure. So I was, to make ends meet, bro, because I was doing the trucking job, and then I had to leave the trucking job to try and get back to Florida. Yeah. So I was like selling those records, bro, like the Mac one and the Peep one in particular, obviously. Like, they fucking saved my ass, bro. And it's like, it sucks they had to go like that, bro. But it's like, I probably would have been like homeless. Like Matthew probably would have took me in sooner, like had he known how severe the situation was. But I was like, no, I'm gonna try and stand on business. You know what I mean? I got myself into this mess. I'm gonna get myself out of this mess. So it's like, I'm not about to borrow money from family. Like, they all told me not to do it. You know what I mean? My homies told me not to do it too. You told me not to do it.
I definitely said not
Nick
to do it.
told me not to do it, bro. So they all said, bro, I don't trust this girl, bro. And I was like, no, bro, she's different, bro. Like, no. They're not different. Some of them are.
Yes.
Some of them are.
Was like,
some of them are. But if everybody's telling you, this is to all the jits out there. If anybody's telling you, like, yo, maybe you should check yourself before you wreck yourself, and then you're like, nah, I don't need to check myself. I'm good. Maybe you should consider checking yourself.
Yeah, I was like, that is because it's hard. I had the same thing in like one of my last big relationships where literally every person in my life was like, are you sure about that? And then I was like, you don't know her like I do.
Right,
and
she's different. We have something special.
I was like, you don't have the conversations we have. You don't know what happens behind closed doors.
Right.
And then they were right. So like,
100%.
Sometimes, you know, being blinded by love is definitely a thing.
Especially with artists. You know what I mean? Like,
well, because you romanticize stuff so much, and you like, you know.
What's up, bro? Yeah.
You try to make like a story almost out of 100%. It, you know? And so like, you're like, oh, if this doesn't go exactly how I planned it. I think that's the thing I struggle with in every situation, romantic, creative, like friendship, business, everything is that like, I come up with this plan in my head of like how this thing is going to go. And when it does not go like that, I fucking flip shit.
Yeah.
And like you had the most intense version of that that kind of happened.
And you know how I am too. Like when shit's out of my control, I kind of freak out a little bit. And it's like, I'm not necessarily like a control freak, but as far as like, art and everything like that, it's like if I expect things to go one way because I set it up and like everybody's affirming like this is how it's going to be, and then it all changes like overnight or like at the last second, it's like, bro, what the fuck am I supposed to do with that? Like,
so two things.
Yeah.
One, can I hit the Benjamin?
Bro, yeah, shit's almost dead, but like just leave me like a drop and we're good, bro. What was the other thing though? For sure. So yeah, I don't know if we want to build the suspense.
Number two.
So, do you want to hit the Benjamin too, man?
I'll hit the Benjamin.
Shout outs to Move.
Shouts out to Move.
You
Shouts
know
out
what
to
I mean?
Move.
Shout out, yeah.
They better
But-
sponsor this podcast.
Right.
Okay.
Number 2 is you're not just a musician.
No, I be doing shit, but right now, I'll honestly say I've been locked in with just music, if I'm being completely honest. Like, but I do be doing other shit. There are some.
For people that don't know,
Yeah.
I mean, you have a website that is very beautifully designed.
Thank you, brother.
Buttons,
Yeah.
you got little
Bro, I put a lot of
notes
time.
and things
Think
like
about
that.
it.
So even though it isn't your primary focus, I would say that, and I talked about this on a podcast we had just filmed, where
Yeah.
as an artist, your tools are like your blades.
Yeah.
So they say you sharpen your blade. So, I mean, I've known you as a musician for the longest time, but I think your clothes are fire. I mean, you're wearing your hat right now.
Yeah,
I should have fucking
it's a
wore
staple.
I should have wore the beanie, but I've worn it on other podcasts
Yeah,
before.
I
so.
appreciate that, by the way.
But
yeah.
I guess what I want to know is, now that you're back, and I'm a big believer in the hero's journey. I don't know.
Yeah,
if you know
bro.
what that is.
Yeah.
I can
Of
give you this
course.
crazy book about that
Yeah?
later. I
I'm
was like,
down
I'll
with it.
plug this book
Are you talking about the
Book plug.
hallucinogenic hero's
No,
journey,
no, I'm
or
talking about the real life,
Okay,
like
yeah.
literary. I think that
Done
you,
both. Shit's crazy.
I think that you went through essentially the typical hero's journey, and you
Okay.
had that. I forgot what that pit moment is called at the bottom. I forgot what it's called, like, where you lose everything. And,
Yeah.
Rock bottom.
it's basically rock
Yeah.
bottom.
Yeah.
But you didn't hit rock bottom
No,
in a way
'cause I
where
was
like,
good. I
like
was
you were still
fine.
good, but
Yeah.
like you still had that moment where you were like, damn, and then you came back tenfold. You came back stronger.
Triumphant, yeah.
You
And
know
I
what
had to go
mean?
back to Denver too, because I was like, I'm not gonna like. So I came back to Florida in January. I did part of winter back here because I was like, shit's fucked. The winter in Denver was fucked.
Yeah.
So then I was like, bro, I'm not trying to leave like that. And I fuck
Yeah.
with the outdoors shit. I'm a camper. I'm a biker. You know what I mean? So I went back like triumphant. I was on Matthew's couch for like 2 months. I think I don't know how long. 3 months. I don't know.
I don't know.
But yeah, I had the fucking studio set up. I was sleeping on the couch and the studio was here. So all day, every day, just in the booth. I could go on hikes. I was tossing pizzas at Sexy Pizza. Shout out to Sexy Pizza.
That is the
And,
name of the pizza spot.
yeah,
Sexy
that's
Pizza.
Yeah, it was sick. So, bro, if you're in Denver, Sexy Pizza shit is fire. It's
Okay,
a little
bet.
expensive, but like it's worth worth.
Sexy Pizza.
Yeah, so I was flipping pizzas. It felt like the bear. Shit was awesome.
That industry shit be getting sometimes.
Bro, it was hitting.
Yeah.
I liked it. I was biking everywhere. I didn't have a car, so I just biked to work, biked home.
Florida isn't like that for people that
No.
don't know.
You can't walk.
You
here.
can't really walk here.
No.
You can bike a little bit. You can go to a park,
Yeah.
and you can go to some suburban areas and ride your bike in the
I would
suburbs.
say,
But
I would say like downtown West Palm, you can do that.
You're
Yeah.
fine. Like if I stayed here with y'all, the
Yeah.
bike I have now, shout out to my cousin Daniel. I'm just shouting everybody out. He gave me this like electric bike.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like the Lime bikes, the city bikes.
Yeah.
But it goes like 30.
Yeah.
So it's like
you
a
need,
vehicle.
you need like a vehicle to get around. Like South Florida is very spread out.
30
so,
miles an
like,
hour minimum. So like a
Yeah.
moped or a dirt bike, you need something to get around. Yeah,
Yeah.
because it's not walkable. But Denver, I was walking everywhere. You know what I'm
you
saying?
got a bar right down the street.
Yeah, dispensaries, bars, pizza. It's like you had everything
It's
you
like a
need,
good
bro.
life.
Yeah, I was vibing, bro. It was really cool. So I just made so much music. I was like, I have to tap in with my boy Nick Joseph over at Bleach House. I'm like, I gotta get this shit fucking recorded nice. Because like I said, I'm not the best engineer. I thought I was, but it was just like an ego. Like, I am him. But like, nah, bro, that shit was ass.
Sometimes you gotta ask for help.
I asked for help.
I asked Nick to help me mix my
Yeah,
music
bro,
all the
you
time.
have to, bro. Like, you have to, especially like if you're in an echo chamber and everybody's just like, yeah, that's great, bro. Keep trying, bro. And you just keep making shit. It's like I wasn't really growing as like a musician, I don't think. I was growing
Right.
as a writer. You know what I mean? My writing
Facts.
got solid, bro. But like my vocals were just staying the fucking same. I was just doing the same boom bap for album after album. And now I'm doing some crazy shit because they believed in me and they were like, try something different.
Yeah.
So I talked to you guys when I was coming back from Denver. I'm like, my new shit's gonna be like this,
I
and
remember
this.
you showing me some songs.
And y'all were
and
like,
stuff.
yeah. So we'll see.
Yeah. Well, and yeah, developing the writing, like just being like confident in what you're saying, and then like that's like half the battle.
Mm-hmm. Pen
like
game.
you have, you
Yeah.
have to believe in like the words that you're putting out, but then,
100%.
but then you also have to say them in a way that is cool and interesting
Yeah.
and
Right.
pleasurable to the ear.
Yeah.
Like
It's hard.
Which
Yeah.
is like interesting because I like
it's half the battle. Like,
well, like you guys always are pretty consistent. Like I think that's one thing that I've noticed. Like when you've changed up a lot of your styles, like you do a bunch of different shit, and you as well. But like what I always noticed was like y'all were like very just consistent in like the vocal department and everything. You were like, you knew what you wanted to do, how you wanted to do it, so it sounded like you. I think my problem was I had some kid in my circle tell me, yo, your voice sounds gay, whatever the fuck that means. You know what I mean? Like, what does that mean, bro? My voice sounds gay? Like, what does that mean? And ever since then, bro, it's like, I fucking guess, bro. And it's like, and what if I was, bro, And it's like, it's like, who fucking cares, bro? But those people that say shit to you when you're young, it's like an echo in your head, bro. So like, I'm in the studio trying something new. I'm like, bro, they're gonna hate this.
They gonna hate
bro.
me because
they're gonna hate me,
I'm cool.
bro.
Yeah, but other cool people are gonna be like, damn, that's hard.
Right, I never thought about it like that. I was just thinking about what it wasn't, if that makes sense, or like the negative instead of what it was, which is So
there's a big difference between like rapping with your homies back in the day versus like making a project for yourself.
Yes. And I think that's why I like my new shit so much more than anything I used to do, is because it actually sounds like Elijah music, you know what I mean? It's like, oh, that's E, you know what I mean? And not like, that is ETHEPROPHET. He did
boom bapping, rapping, people capping.
Do you think that like being alone in like not Florida was like a big catalyst to like you being comfortable to try those things?
Yo, maybe. Honestly, I didn't think about it like that. I think part of the solution, I guess, was that as I got older, I kind of got bored of the same hip hop I was listening to. Like, you know what I mean? Like, we were big music kids at that time.
And it was a lot of South Florida shit.
We were
coming up on like fucking like the X and Ski Mask.
Yeah, and we were running in similar circles. Like, they were here and we're running in a different direction. And it's like they got up, you know what I mean? And it's like I fumbled a lot of bags back then, you know what I mean? I got one offer my entire fucking early career from this record label in Sweden, and they wanted me because they heard this one song I did where I was like auto bending my voice and shit, and they were like, we want you to make like dubstep rap like Young Lean but America. I was like, what the fuck does that mean?
I was so cocky, bro. Damn, you definitely could have done it, though.
I was like, fuck that shit. I want an Empire deal. I was like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? You're 16, bro. Like, what are you...
What record label was it, what you said?
Bro, and I will not name drop, no. Sorry, guys. That shit. No.
Some Swedish record label.
I'm sorry to the Swedish record label because I really appreciate the fact that they were interested when I was sounding like that, because that music was not it. If I'm being honest.
You never know, man. You never know.
The shit that I was doing was not it. The shit now, if y'all want to call me back, the shit now
you're gonna love it.
The Denver music is fire, bro. Yeah.
Well, is there a project name for the Denver music?
I don't know yet. I don't want to say it like right now because I'm like workshopping some shit. I have the art. I'll show you guys.
Oh, we'll get the album art.
Yeah,
we'll get the album.
I made this shit last night, or the night before maybe. Hold on, this shit's kind of crazy. I'm not gonna show the camera. There's a couple variants.
Why not show the camera?
Oh, that's fucking sick as fuck.
Thank you. I'm not gonna lie. Like, I'm pretty high. It was this picture, and I was like. And then we got the So Happy I Could Cry representation, you know what I'm saying? And then we did those, so I'm not sure. It kind of looks creepy, but yeah. So
a little creepy.
We got a little plug, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, there is a project brewing. We're just like, there's 2-3 more songs to finish recording, and then I have to have like 1 or 2 more mixing sessions, and I think it'll be done.
Well,
it's on the horizon.
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
You did a lot of shout-outs already. Usually we ask people to do shout-outs. But
are
there any other shout-outs you want to give?
Like big three shout-outs.
Big 3. Okay, so I shouted out like most of my friends. Shout-outs to Adrian Miles. He had a song that came out today called Dance. That shit is fire. Shout-outs. I already shouted out Matthew, you know what I'm saying? That's the homie. Shout-outs to Nick. Kano, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out Kano. We love Kano.
He could have been here today. He was supposed to be here today, but you know.
Low-key shade.
Yeah, low-key shade. It's okay. He had to work, you know, no disrespect. I don't want to forget anybody. Oh, bro, shout out to Scotty Wednesday. Actually, I'm on, that's the next thing that's coming. I'm on a feature with my boy Scotty. And he makes like pop punk hybrid crazy ass shit.
Hyper pop.
Kind of, I don't even know what to call it, but it's like a feature I wouldn't have really done before. Not because this song's not incredible, but I would have been too like scared to try it.
Yeah.
And like, bro, shit's hard. I'm not gonna lie. I'll play it for you after.
New shit on the way.
New shit on the way. There's a book coming.
There's a book?
Bro, I wrote a children's book in Denver as well.
A children's book?
Yeah, it's that's like a So Happy I Could Cry thing. So I'm shopping around for publishers right now. So if publishers
self-publish,
I probably should, but it's like I don't know how to make a book. I know how to write it, but I don't know how to. It's a cute book. It's
you know.
We're gonna talk about this more later.
You know, help you make a book.
Oh, you can help me make. Oh, you're right. You can edit for. Oh, bro, we can.
I have a degree in this.
I forgot. I forgot.
Final thing.
Yeah.
You want to say it with me?
What?
What's your message for the youth?
Oh shit. Okay, bro. I gotta say it, bro. I wouldn't have said this shit a couple months ago. Pardon my French, no disrespect. There is a difference between bitches and women. I just want to say that.
Whoa.
There's a difference between bitches and women. No, that's not the take. That's not the take.
Yo, we gonna clip that. Let's get the clip right now.
There's a difference between bitches and women. My message for the youth, do not trust these bitches, bro. They say it. The rappers say it. I'm not saying I'm a rapper, bro. Fuck bitches. Get money, bro. Don't worry about bitches, bro. If you find a nice woman, if you find a great girl, great, bro. You know what I'm saying? There's a type. You know what I'm saying? You know what type I'm talking about, because I definitely went for that type. If the type isn't working for you, bro, analyze that shit. Find a different type. That's it. Because women will make you more unhappy than anything else if you let them.
We need to tag Lil Yachty in this, see what Lil Yachty thinks. We need to bring him in on this conversation.
That's what I say. Just worry about yourself. Focus on you, king or queen. It goes for women too.
I was gonna say, I feel like bitches is both.
Yeah,
I was like,
it's interchangeable for men or women.
You can just,
there's bitches as men.
You can just be a bitch. Yeah. I was like, some people are just bitches.
Yes, I agree. I wouldn't define.
And if you're attracted to that toxicity, look at yourself and
analyze
yourself
why. Exactly. Yeah. That's what I would say to the youth. Because toxic relationships are bad, and just go get positive love in your life, and just do what makes you happy, and don't be afraid to try things and fail at them. That's what I say. Because I just crashed and burned, and shit was fire. It was the best experience ever. That's what I'll say. Bye.
Crashed and burned, and that shit was fire. Put it on a fucking...
from the flames like a phoenix, bitch. We out here. Mostly good Americans. ETHEPROPHET, so happy you could cry again.
Okay.
Peace.
We'll see you guys in the next episode. Check out all the links in the description and tap in with the music.
Yep.
And we'll see you guys in the next episode of the podcast. Thank you for tuning in.